When you think of the best modern action movies, names like John Wick, Mad Max Fury Road, Mission Impossible Fallout, or The Raid immediately comes to mind. But there's one franchise that deserves to be in that same conversation. And surprisingly, it came from Netflix. Extraction wasn't just another action movie starring Chris Hemsworth. It quietly became one of the best examples of modern action filmmaking. Then Extraction 2 somehow raised the bar even higher. And the reason isn't because the explosions are bigger or because Tyler Rake is invincible. It's because these movies understand one simple rule. Action only works when the audience knows exactly what's happening. For years, Hollywood developed a bad habit. Whenever a fight became difficult to choreograph, the editing became faster. Punch, cut. Kick, cut. Explosion, cut. The audience isn't watching the action anymore, they are trying to figure out what just happened. Extraction does the opposite. Instead of hiding the choreography, it puts it on display. Every punch lands with intention. Every reload is visible. Every movement has purpose. Even when dozens of enemies are attacking Tyler Rake, you never lose your sense of where everyone is. That's something the best action films have always understood. You can see it in The Raid, where every fight is built around movement through space. You can see it in John Wick, where every gunshot feels carefully planned rather than randomly edited. Extraction belongs in that same family. But what really separates Extraction is its camera. Most action movies film a fight. Extraction makes the camera part of the fight. The most famous example is, of course, the one-shot sequence in the film. Technically, it's made from several hidden cuts, but that's not what makes it impressive. The real achievement is that the camera never lets you escape the chaos. It jumps off rooftops, slides into moving cars, runs alongside Tyler, gets punched, gets shot at. For nearly 12 minutes, it feels less like watching a movie and more like surviving one. Then Extraction 2 somehow asked, what if we make it even crazier? The prison escape is one of the greatest action sequences released in recent years. It starts inside a prison, moves into a prison yard, travels across rooftops, onto a moving train, then ends with a helicopter. And somehow, despite all that chaos, you always know where everyone is. That's incredibly difficult to pull off. Compare that with many modern blockbusters where hundreds of visual effects fill the screen, yet you can't tell who's winning or where the characters even are. Extraction 2 proves that bigger doesn't have to mean messier. Another reason these movies work so well is that every environment becomes part of the fight. A ladder isn't just a ladder, it's a weapon. A door isn't just a door, it's cover. A train carriage becomes a narrow arena where every movement matters. The prison itself feels like an enemy. That's something shared by films like Nobody and John Wick, where the surroundings constantly change the rhythm of combat instead of serving as a generic backdrop. The action is exciting because every hit sounds painful. Every reload has weight. Every exhausted breath reminds you Tyler isn't a superhero. He's simply refusing to quit. That physical exhaustion is what gives the action its tension. You believe every injury matters. You believe every mistake could be fatal. And that's exactly why you stay invested. Now, are these movies perfect? Not really. The stories are straightforward, the villains aren't especially memorable, some supporting characters don't get enough development, but maybe that's the point. These films know exactly what they want to be. They are built around delivering some of the most immersive action ever put on screen. And they never lose sight of that goal. Maybe that's because director Sam Hargrave spent years as a stunt coordinator before stepping behind the camera. He doesn't just know how to shoot action. He knows how action actually feels. Every chase, every fall, every punch. Every second is designed to make the audience feel like they are standing right beside Tyler Rake. When people talk about the greatest action franchises of the last decade, John Wick deserves its place. Mission Impossible deserves its place. Mad Max Fury Road also deserves its place. So do the Raid films. But it's time Extraction joins that conversation. Because it didn't just deliver incredible action, it reminded Hollywood that the best action isn't about making things bigger, it's about making every hit matter.